Hi guys, this is Richard, and in this video I'm going to show you how to start selling on Amazon and how to grow a successful online business. In this video we're going to go over everything you need to know to start selling on Amazon. We'll go over finding the right product for you, sourcing a supplier, using Amazon FBA, which is a fantastic feature by Amazon, where now all you need to do is get your product shipped to Amazon and Amazon will do the rest for you. They'll take care of customer service, they'll take care of returns, they take care of shipping the product to the end client. So all you need to do is maintain your stock levels. We'll look at private labeling or branding. You no longer have to really invent a new product or manufacture your own product. All you have to do is find a product that you like, contact the supplier or the manufacturer, get them to manufacture the product for you, get them to print your brand name or logo on it, package it in your packaging with your brand name and logo on it, get it shipped to Amazon FBA, and Amazon will start selling this product as your own brand. And then you can take care of advertising and building your brand rather than building somebody else's brand. This is a fairly simple process. There isn't really much involved. You can get your supplier to do everything for you. All you need to do is send them instructions on how to do it. We'll then go over how to create an Amazon seller account, what type of seller accounts there are, which country you want to sell in. We'll then have a look at creating a new product listing, getting the product sent to Amazon, and starting to sell on Amazon. This video is part of a series of videos that I'm planning to record, where I'll be going over all of these topics in great detail with demos and examples and show you exactly how to configure them. I will also be going over some of the best known methods that I've picked up over the years of being an Amazon seller, things like managing your customer communication effectively, looking after your product rankings, looking after your product reviews, feedback, maintaining a healthy Amazon account, how to create a high ranking listing, things like what keywords to use, how to get good images. So if you like this video and you want to have access to more videos like this in future, all you need to do is subscribe to my channel and enable bell notifications so that you don't miss out on any new content. Please like this video because it does make a big difference to me, and I hope you enjoy this content. So without any further delay, let's get into this. Let's have a look at how it all works and let's go through everything you need to know to start selling on Amazon. Okay, so let's start with Amazon. This is the client-facing website. This is the customer side that you're probably all aware of, where the customers will go and they'll search for products and they'll look for things to buy. Amazon is a massive marketplace. It's the biggest marketplace it's the biggest online marketplace in the world. It's got millions of customers. It's got millions of customers' credit cards all registered, ready for the customer to buy. So all the customer has to do is find the product they want and click on buy. In a similar way to Google, Amazon is also a search engine, except whereas Google is, you can search anything you want on Google, things like facts about anything. On Amazon, you can search for products. So Amazon is a massive product search engine. And with millions of customers accessing all the products on Amazon, this is really a fantastic place for you to be plugging your products into and making your products available to all these customers. So let's go over the things you need to know to start selling on Amazon. So first, before you start selling, you'll need to have a product. And this is where people often struggle because they'll want to be an online seller, they'll want to be an Amazon seller, but they don't know what to sell. And they'll look at all these brands and they think, okay, well, here, for example, Fire Stick, or we've got shoes here. They're all branded things, and they're thinking, oh, I need to contact Nike and sell their shoes, or I need to develop my own product. You don't really have to do that. All you need to do is private label a product that you want to sell. So I'll show you how this works. A great place to look for products is the Amazon bestsellers site. So Amazon has this bestsellers page where it keeps a list of its top 100 products that it's selling. And the great thing about this page, I mean, if you look at the main page, it's an overview of its top 100 best-selling products. But what you can do, you can drill into the categories and see what are the top 100 selling products for each category. And then you can drill in furthermore. If you want to, you can make a note of this URL, bestsellers, so you can access it later. But let's have a look at, for example, sports and outdoors. So once you click on there, now you're going to get top 100 sports and outdoors products. And if you want to sell sports and outdoors products, this will give you some great ideas of what's selling really well on Amazon. And again, this is quite broad and you can keep drilling in further. So for example, if you're into cricket and you want to sell cricket goods, for example, yeah, we can then drill into cricket, and then you'll see what type of things are selling for cricket goods. Yeah, cricket bats and all these things, cricket balls, protective gear. Yeah, and it will also, on the left side, it will give you further things that you can drill in to narrow down your niche, to narrow down your product that you want to be selling. So let's say you want to start off with bags for cricket, yeah, with sports bags. And again, this will not only give you an ideas for products, it will give you an ideas of which products are selling really well. For example, bags, what type of bags are selling really good. This is, the number one selling bag. It will give you an idea of price range for these items. And also, a good thing to start doing when you're looking for a product is to think about what products you can sell around your product. So for example, if you are starting with bags for cricket, you can then have a look what products you can sell around these bags. For example, cricket equipment, cricket bats. And you can see how much cricket bats are selling for, what type of, grips for cricket bats. I didn't know you can buy grips for cricket bats individually. Yeah, all these things that, even cricket bat edge repair tape. Yeah, you can start thinking about all these other things that you can sell around your product. So once you've got one product selling, you can cross promote. You can say, cricket bags are my main product, but I'm also selling cricket bats and grips for cricket bats. Yeah, so that when people buy a cricket bag, they'll think, oh, maybe I should buy a cricket bat as well. And then they'll think, okay, I need to replace the grip, so now I can go and buy a grip from the same guy. Yeah, and they've got all these other things. So it will give you a whole line of product rather than just one. And it also give you an idea on price. So let's have a look at another product. Let's have a look at something under electronics. So let's say electronics and phones, mobile phones, communication. And now we can have a look at everything, let's say, for example, accessories. Yeah, we want to have a look as our first product, unless you want to invest a lot of money, you want to have a look at something that's going to be fairly low cost to produce. So if we take a phone case as an example, because it's going to be fairly cheap to produce and easy to ship. So here we can see top 100 mobile phone cases that are selling on Amazon, and you can see all different designs again and all different types. You can see a pattern in prices, you can see pattern in design that is selling well. So again, if once we found what we want to sell, if we, for example, here we have a look at this iPhone 11 case. If we type in iPhone 11 case in our search, again, it will give you a whole different kind of things that people are searching for. But let's just search for case for now as our broad topic. And here again, you'll see there's a whole bunch of phone cases, all in different designs. Here's our number one selling one that we saw in the top 100 bestsellers. And again, we can get a good idea here how much these things are selling for. We can see things like product reviews. We can see how many stars they've got. You can see that on this page that most of them got 5 stars, so they're good products. We can see what kind of images they're using. We can see what kind of image the bestseller is using, so what kind of things people are attracted to when they're browsing these products on Amazon. So once you've decided what kind of product you want to sell, what you need to do next is you need to find a supplier. Now, the common mistake that most people are making is they think that they need to manufacture these things themselves. You don't really have to do that. And here's where we can briefly touch on private labeling and branding. This is a very popular thing on Amazon. People don't really manufacture their own things. I mean, if you look at all these products, none of these companies are manufacturing their own products. They're all private labeling them under their brands. Yeah. So you don't have to manufacture this product. All you need to do is find a supplier that makes a similar product to this and get them to make one for you, or get them to supply you one that is packaged in your packaging with your brand name on it and has your brand name printed on it. Printing a brand name on a product is very simple. All you need to do is you ask your supplier and they'll arrange everything for you. So in order to get a brand registered, you have to go to this site here. Yeah, don't search Google for brand registration, because you'll come across a whole load of companies that will charge you a fortune to register a brand. All you need to do is a bit of research and you can register yourself. And if you can't, contact me and I'll give you some advice. But once you register your brand, and this is for UK brands, yeah, for US and other countries, you obviously have to go to different places. So once you've got your brand registered, you can then use it to sell your product under that brand. Another thing you'll notice here, all of these products have Prime underneath them. So in Amazon, unless you're shipping by Prime, you won't get as much traffic and you won't get as much sales, because people want everything next day. And people know that if they buy it through Prime, it says guaranteed to get it tomorrow. Some of them will say guaranteed to get it today. So people will sometimes even just filter by Prime and say, okay, I only want to see products that got Prime. So FBA, this is what we're going to touch on. FBA. FBA is a fantastic feature that Amazon offers, where you ship your goods to an Amazon warehouse and they'll take care of the rest for you. They do charge a small percentage, but I think it's all worth it in the end, because you don't have to invest your time in things like posting the item, taking it to post office, or arranging returns for your buyers, or taking care of damaged goods, customer service. Amazon will do all of this for you. So this is really a great feature. And you can get your supplier to ship it directly to Amazon. So it makes everything just so much simpler. Okay, so now that let's say you've decided on a product that you want, and you've got your brand registered and you're ready to go. So next, what you need to do is you need to find a supplier. So a great place to find a supplier is Alibaba.com. Alibaba.com is very similar to Amazon. It's a huge online marketplace, except it's a marketplace for businesses, where businesses can bulk buy goods. You can find your factories here, you can find your suppliers here, and I'll make another video later on where I'll go into more detail on how to find a supplier, how to negotiate prices, how to arrange them to ship to FBA, how to get them to print your logo on your product, and etc. But for now, we just have a quick look at this. So let's say you found your product, you want to sell this phone case, which is similar to this #1 seller on Amazon. We've clicked on it. We've had a look at what it looks like. So it's got this, it's a clear silicone case for the iPhone 11. It's very popular, selling really well. And you can have a look at some of the features that it's got here. Yeah. You can have a look at some of the features that it's got in the pictures and say, okay, I want to sell a case just like this, and see if I can make some money from it. So go to Alibaba and search for the product, just like we did on Amazon. iPhone 11 case. Now again, once you've done your search, it's going to come back with a whole load of different products, and it might give you some new ideas of what kind of things you want to sell. Yeah, it's got some leather cases, but let's stick to the same cases we saw there. So here, straight away, the first case we can see it's quite similar. You can see the price here, it's between 75 cents and 80 cents. Personally, from my experience, I know that's very expensive for this particular case, so I wouldn't bother with those guys. Here, straight away lower down, you can see another one for 28 cents. My experience, you can buy this case for around 10-15 cents a piece if you bargain down the price. Okay, so we're not going to go through too much. So here's a nice looking one that looks quite similar to the one on the front page. So we're just going to click on that. It says if you buy less than 1,000 pieces, the price is 39 cents. But I can guarantee that if you bargain with them, you can negotiate the price lower down. And I can go into this in video later on. So let's say we purchase 1,000 pieces at even 40 cents. Let's say 30 pence, 30p UK money a piece. So that's going to be £300 for your 1,000 pieces Plus, you'll want some packaging and some other stuff, so costs will go up. Shipping, you can get the supplier to ship directly to Amazon FBA warehouse. So once they ship it, Amazon will take care of the rest, and you don't really have to do much. When you're placing your order, you have to make sure that you tell the supplier that you want to private label the product, you want to print your brand name on the packaging or on the case itself. You can send them pictures of examples of what you want. You can even go into this Amazon listing here and copy this picture from here and send it to them and say, I want it exactly same as this, but with my brand on it. It's as simple as that. You can design your own packaging, or you can take pictures of other people's packaging. You can go into Currys and take picture of phone case packaging, send it to them and say, I want it like this. Yeah, it's very simple, and they'll take care of everything. Then get them shipped to Amazon, and Amazon will take care of the rest. So again, very simple, very straightforward. So once you're ready and you found your product and you want to start selling on Amazon, you'll need to create an Amazon account. So let's have a look what you need to start selling on Amazon, what you need to create an Amazon account. So to create an Amazon seller account, you need to go to Seller Central. Now, if you're in the UK and you want to start selling on Amazon, you'd go to Amazon Central UK. If you're in the US, you would go into .com. If you are in Italy, you would go to IT. But there's Amazon marketplaces all over the world. I would suggest starting in your local marketplace. So for example, I'm in the UK, so I would start in the UK marketplace purely because I know UK better than I know US. I know what kind of customers we have in UK. I know what kind of customer service is expected in UK. US is very different. Yeah, US customer service is completely different to UK one. US marketplace, for example, is much bigger than UK one. And there's a good thing and a bad thing about that. So if you've got a massive marketplace, it also means that there's a lot more competition, and it's going to be a lot harder for you to get, highly ranked. The UK marketplace is probably the second biggest marketplace. I find that competition is not as high at the moment in the UK marketplace as it is in the US, but in the same way, we don't have as many customers as the US have. So if there's less customers, you'll be selling less. So there's a good thing and a bad thing about marketplace sizes. There's also marketplaces in Japan, in UAE, in Australia, in Canada, all over Europe, Spain, Italy, France, Germany. In fact, Germany is another huge marketplace that you might want to get into. But if we start with UK for now, and then general rule of thumb is start in one place first, establish well, and then expand out. Yeah, so once you're selling well in UK, it's very easy to start selling in Europe. It's easy to translate your products. Amazon does this actually for you. You can all you need to do is say, okay, I want to start selling in Amazon Germany, or I want to start selling in Amazon US. The only thing with if you got a UK account, you can start selling in Amazon Europe very easily, because a UK account, you automatically will get a European account as well. If you want to start selling in other places like UAE or US or Japan, you'll need to create a new account, a new Amazon seller account, and it will then, once you create it, it will then automatically link to your existing account. But we can go into that in more detail later on. So once you want to open an account, all you do is you go to this website, you click on register, and it will then prompt you here as to what kind of an account you want. Do you want to open an individual account or a business account? Individual accounts are free. You don't have to pay a monthly fee, whereas business account, you'll be paying £25 a month. Now, why business account or why individual account? I would strongly recommend that you open a business account, because with a business account, you'll get access to FBA and you'll pay a percentage on your sales rather than a fixed fee. And you'll pay obviously a £25 monthly fee. Other than that, I don't really see the big difference. You can always cancel your subscription. So if you start selling, and you find that you're not selling anything and you're just paying £25 a month and you don't want to do it anymore, you can always cancel it. But I guarantee you, if you follow my instructions, and you start selling, you will be making money and you won't want to cancel your subscription. So once you've created it, when you create your Amazon seller account, you will need to provide certain details like your personal details. You need the proof of ID, you need proof of address, you will need a bank account. If you're registering as a business, you need a proof of business registration. If you've registered a brand, you can then register it with Amazon and tell them, hey, I own this brand, I will be selling products under it, and they'll make everything a lot easier for you. I've got another video that I'm going to make where I'm going to go over these things step by step, because there are certain things that you'll need to follow when you're opening as a business to make sure that it goes through smoothly and quickly, and there's no delays because you haven't provided certain documents or anything like that. So I'll make another video where I'll go into it in more detail. Okay, so once you've got let's say you've got your Amazon account open, you're in Seller Central, you'll then need to create a listing for your products. When you create your listing for your products, it will look very similar to the listings that you can see here. So you'll go to create a new product and you'll have to provide a bunch of information on your product. You'll need things like pictures. So product image is the most important thing that you'll need to provide for your product. So if we just go back to Amazon website and we do a search again for iPhone 11 case, as you can see here, we've got a bunch of products that have come up from the search results. Now, when you're selling on Amazon, you want your product to appear somewhere near the top here. These 4 products that you see here that have sponsored written on them, they are what are called pay-per-click products. So these are advertised products where sellers are advertising their products on Amazon. They say, for example, okay, I've got a daily budget of £10 and I want my product to appear in the sponsored advertisement space. And every time somebody clicks on it, Amazon will charge the seller a certain fee, and the seller can decide, say, okay, the seller can say, I want to pay 10p every time somebody clicks on it. So if I was now to click on this product, which I'm not going to because it's going to cost this person some money. So if I was going to click on this product, it will charge the seller whatever fee they've agreed with Amazon. But it's a great way of getting your product at the front. You want your product somewhere up here. Yeah. So products that are on the first page convert a lot better than products that are lower down. Products that are after page 5 tend to not sell so good as products that are in page 1 to 5. And obviously, if your product is on the first page, you will be selling very, very well. And again, I'll make a separate video later on where I'm going to go through what you need to do when you're creating a listing to get your product ranked higher up in the search results, and how to get them to the top of the search results, and how to get into the best sellers categories. But for now, we're just going to briefly go over this. So as you can see here, all of these products also have things like product reviews. You can see their title and you can see their images. Image is the most important thing. Yeah, image, because we've got so many similar cases here. The customer is going to choose the image that's going to stand out the most for the product that they search for. Yeah. So obviously for this case, it looks like most buyers like this particular image or this type of an image. The other thing you have to be very careful about is choosing a product title. That's the second thing that will captivate, that will get your buyer to click on it. Not just because they want to read the title and they'll say, oh, I like the way the title's put together, but because the Amazon search engine will use the words inside this title to get your product to appear in the search results. So it's a very important thing. You have to put keywords in there. And again, I'll go through this in a different video. And the other thing you can see here is when it's going to be delivered. And this is where Amazon FBA comes into play. And you want to use Amazon FBA because if you have a look at all of these products on the first page, they all got Prime underneath them. Yeah. Many years ago, 10, 12 years ago, hardly any of them would have Prime. Now, if you don't have Prime, you're not likely to sell much. Okay, so let's have a look at this product. As we mentioned earlier, picture, very important. The first picture has to be with a white background. You want it to stand out and show off your product as much as you can. And then you've got secondary images. Make sure you use as many secondary images as you can, because these are the things that will show your product's features. Yeah, like we can see, oh, this case is tough. If I drop it, I won't break. Oh, this case, it's got nice buttons and it's got this thing around, the camera that's going to protect my phone, stop it from getting scratched. It's got a lanyard hole. It's got a raised bevel, so it won't damage my screen. And here it says, oh, it's compatible with this particular iPhone. Yeah, so it gives me all these features without me having to. Here I can see that it will look the same on different colors of the iPhone 11. Yeah, and here it makes me think that it's a casual case. Yeah, so it gives me all these features without me having to read about it. Yeah, and as human beings, we're all lazy. We don't really like to read that much. We'd rather just have a look at the picture. And the quicker you get your customer to click on buy, the better. You want to use this opportunity as much as you can with images and advertise your product features. The other thing you'll get here is these 5 feature bullet points. This is a standard thing that every listing has to have, and you'll have to fill these in when you're creating your listing. These, again, it's an opportunity for you to outline your main product features, and you want them to stand out. Yeah, things like, oh, it's comfortable to use Siri and Face ID. Yeah, it secures your device. It's got lanyard. Compatible with most screen protectors. So you outline here things that customers might have questions about. Another important thing, and it's another advanced tip for you, the Amazon search engine will also look for keywords inside these features. So it's important to utilize them. You can also have the same product in different colors. For example, this product here, we've got it in different colors. We've got it in purple, green, and black. Yeah, and you can put it all under the same listing in a color variation. You can also have promotions. So for example, this product has got 8 different promotions here. 20%, save 20% when you buy 2 screen protectors. Yeah. So you can create all sorts of promotions for your product inside Amazon Seller Central to make it more attractive for people to buy. You can make bulk promotion offers. So you can say that, okay, if you buy 5 of these, I'll get you them at discount rate. So you buy 1 for $5.99, or you can buy 5 for £15. And then it straight away makes it more attractive for the buyer. Because if you have purchased this, like we looked at earlier, if you purchase this product at 30p, and you purchase 1,000 of them, and you ship them here, it will cost you around £500 in total in shipping and all kinds of fees. Then if you sell these 1,000 pieces at $5.99, you'll be getting £6,000 out of it, minus your investment. It's 5.5 minus some other fees. Okay, let's say £3,000. Yeah, so you can use these promotions and cut your profit a little bit, but get people to buy more. The more people buy them, the higher your product will rank. The more product reviews that you have, the more high product reviews, or 5-star product reviews you have, the higher your product will rank in the search results. And you want your product at the top of the search results. So let's scroll down here. I'll show you another cool thing about your listing. So here you can see under product details, you can see the Amazon bestseller rank. Here you can keep an eye on how well your product is doing. So let's say you've just started selling, your product might be, 1,000 or 15,000 in the, bestsellers. And you want to advertise it and promote it to make sure that it goes higher up in the rankings and it gets to number 5 or number 1. Yeah. Then lower down, we've got here product description. Now, if you don't have a brand registered with Amazon, you will not have access to this feature where you can add extra pictures and make it look really nice. So here you can see, you can cross-promote your products. You can say, I've got all these other products which are in the same line. So let's say you're selling phone cases and phone cables and screen protectors. You can outline them all here. And when your customers clicked on one, they'll say, oh, you know what, I forgot I want to buy a cable as well. You can put more images here. As I said, people tend to look at images more than text. So you can put short phrases or short sentences with a lot of images. And advertise it that way. And then lower down here, you'll have your product reviews. Now, these are very important. You want to keep them at 5-star or 4-star as much as you can. You want to avoid getting anything 3-star or under. If you got 3-star or under product reviews, your product list, your listing is going to go lower in the ranks, and eventually it will disappear. So you want to keep an eye on it. So for example, here, these guys had something not what I thought it would be, and you can read about why. And if you're looking at other people's products, this is a great way for you to research and find what kind of product you want to sell. But I'm going to go into that in more detail later on. That's a bit of an advanced tip there. So that's pretty much it on product and product listing. So if we go back to our search results, there's another thing I wanted to show you that's quite important for an Amazon seller. So once you start selling on Amazon, and let's say you're doing really well and your product's at the top and you're selling loads, so you'll notice that some of these products go like two used and new offers underneath them. Some of them will have more. So for example, this one here, it's got 4 used and new offers. So if we click on it, this is a Brinch phone case. So their private label name is Brinch. So if we have a look at here, we've got 2 offers from Amazon Warehouse. So these will normally be, if you're selling by FBA and let's say somebody's returned the product, Amazon can't sell it as new anymore if it's been opened, so they'll sell it as used and they'll reimburse you your costs. And we can see that Brinch is selling here, but we can see that there's another Strotec brand selling, or Strotec seller selling the same product here. So what you will have, and these are known in Amazon sellers world as hijackers, what you'll have is, and I'm not saying that this particular company is, but just as an example, what you have is hijackers are sellers who will be normally new sellers who are starting off their Amazon business, Amazon online store, and they want to increase their seller feedback, or they just want to get sales, and they'll find products that are selling well, and they'll buy similar products from Alibaba, for example, and they'll sell their products under that listing. So you'll end up building a good listing for yourself and investing all your time, and then somebody else will come and sit underneath it and earn money. And what they'll normally do, they'll sell it cheaper than you do. That way they'll knock you off the buy box. So when people go back to the product, when people click on buy or add to basket, it will be from, for example, from Strotec rather than from Brinch. Yeah, so they'll take all the sales for your product. So what you need to do in this case, you'll need to report them. And as a brand owner, you can do that by reporting brand infringement, or you can do it in different ways. And again, I'm going to have a separate video that's going to go through it and show you all about it, step by step, how to remove them, because I've dealt with a lot of these people in past. Another thing I wanted to show you was, and again, just very, very briefly, communication. So once you're selling on Amazon, you will have some communication with Amazon customers. Sometimes people buy from you, even though if it's shipped by Amazon, the messages will still come through to you. They'll say, okay, hey, I want to know a bit more about this product. How do I do this? Or how do I use it? Yeah. And then you'll have to provide them with some service. If it's service related to shipping, or I haven't received my stuff on time, then it goes to Amazon and Amazon will deal with it. But if it's product inquiry and product details, it'll still come through to you. Now, Amazon expects you to reply to all messages within 24 hours. And if you don't, you'll get bad performance ratings. And if you get lots of bad performance ratings, Amazon will eventually shut down your account. So it's important to keep these on track and healthy. And one way to do that is to use something like, you could use a program called Reply Manager. It's a subscription program that you can use online. There's many of them like it, but what you do in here is you link this program to your Amazon account. So now all your messages from Amazon come into here, and in here you can then configure automation. You can set up automatic response rules. You can say, once you received a message from a customer, automatically reply to them within 5 to 15 minutes, so it doesn't look like an auto respond. And just reply with a message to say, hey, I've got your message, let me just look into this, I'll come back to you within 24 hours.
That way you've ticked your Amazon reply box that you've replied within 24 hours, and you've also notified the customer that you received their message so that they don't sit around and wait for your reply. Also, you can pre-configure replies here, so you'll know that once you start selling, you'll know that your questions from your buyers, your customers, are always along the same line. So you'll find pretty quickly that you're always replying almost with the same reply, but with some small differences. So you can pre-configure replies here, so that when you got a message from your customer, all you do is you select a reply that you would normally do. Let's say product information. You select your product information number 1, which contains all the information that most customers will ask for, and then you just edit small bits and pieces and send it to your customer's response rather than typing out the whole thing over again. Okay, and that's about it for this overview. Again, I'm sorry if it's not in as much detail as you would like it to be. If there's anything that you want to know which I didn't cover in this video, please subscribe to my channel and enable bell notifications. As I said, I will be making a lot more content which is going to go into a lot more detail on all of these topics. So I'll make a separate video per topic where I'm going to show you examples, show you how the Seller Central looks from the seller side, and we can go into it in more detail. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys soon.